It might be for PlayStation 2.
You would think it'd be out for PlayStation 5.
Well, yeah, PlayStation also. that's a, that's how PlayStation is doing their backwards compatible stuff. They're just going to start releasing things for the PlayStation 2.
3, 2, 1. This is Vulgar. It's all over now.
Welcome, gamers and geeks, to episode 3 of OGGR.
Old Guys Geekly Review.
Oh man, it is so good to be an old guy. I'm here with my good buddy Nick. He's sporting, you can't see it, but he's sporting a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt.
Hell yeah.
And you know, that's just like a good thing. We got good news.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sitting next to JD. He's wearing a Marvel shirt. Pretty epic. We got Silver Surfer, Captain America, Spider-Man, Thor on it.
Yeah, I have to admit, you know, we've been collecting the hero clicks.
Oh yeah.
And I'm missing a Silver Surfer. So I'm gonna have to add, you know, Mr. Norman Rand?
Norin
Rad.
Yeah.
Norrin Rad to the collection.
Yeah.
Because can't be without the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Had a pretty busy week. We got our Facebook page up and running.
Yes, check us out on Facebook.
Yeah, we got a nice little link tree up and going too. So yeah, if you're into that stuff, check us out. We answer most of our feedback on our Facebook page, or we will once we get some.
Yeah, if you're looking for a way to contact us, then Facebook is right now the way to go. But I'm sure we'll have other ways out there.
Yeah, maybe if you're lucky.
We are growing the channel.
Yeah,
we're definitely growing the channel.
Yeah, Facebook exclusive at the moment. God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does. Just scrub that because we're not endorsing. We're not endorsing. But we got a lot of good stuff, and we got a special category this week because the Emmys hit.
Oh yeah, the OGGs.
Yeah, we're gonna have the OGGs.
Yeah, when are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that towards the end or towards the front?
Let's do movies.
Okay.
And then when we introduce, it'll be the first thing we do in TV since it's about TV shows.
Yeah, I got you. Before we jump into movies real quick, I'd like to give a shout out to the Techno Axe. He's the guy that does the opening music and stuff. So we have it in the summary, but if you're interested in pretty sweet amount of royalty-free music with all sorts of genres, give it a look, technoaxe.com. All right, so shall we?
Nice. Movies.
Yeah, movies.
All right. Well, Thor, Love and Thunder is still number 1 at the box office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we actually went to go see that, the wife and I. God, when did we go? Thursday? Friday? I don't remember. But, oh my God, dude, the whole opening sequence with Thor fighting alongside the Guardians of the Galaxy, like the splits. She looked over at me and looked like, is this going to be the whole movie? And I was like, oh, man, we're in for a ride. So, yeah, that's the second time I've seen it, and she was not very impressed for a bit. And then she
I don't know. No, it's not a thing. I don't think Sarah enjoyed the humor as much as I did, but I loved the humor in it. And, you know, a lot of people are saying the humor feels a little forced. I didn't really feel like it was forced so much as highlighted, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Something that impressed me a lot is that there was an Event Horizon reference in the movie with Jane Foster. That's one of my favorite movies. So I will recommend that movie to you guys as just as Jane Foster did. Let's see what else. Should we just talk about Thor: Love and Thunder a little bit?
Yeah. As far as the breakdown for the numbers go, it made another 46 million. It's up to like $500 million right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the largest 10-day queue for one of the Thor franchises, even higher than Ragnarok.
Oh, wow.
As far as money made.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because a lot of people are not happy with it. Whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I say go enjoy it, check it out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll love it, maybe you won't. But I loved it.
Okay, so there's a couple scenes we got to talk about
because
we forgot about last week.
Didn't want to spoil them early.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a little bit of spoiler free stuff, and then the next week or the week after that, we'll go into some of the favorite scenes or whatever, spoiler stuff. Let's see. Melissa McCarthy comes out as Hela.
I know. The whole play part, bringing Matt Damon back, Melissa McCarthy, and who was playing
Odin?
Sam
Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill.
Yeah.
That was just amazing.
Mhm.
Amazing. I love that bit. I'm glad he brought it back.
Yeah, yeah. And then Russell Crowe, man, I've only seen him in really serious roles. So seeing him just showboating,
Oh my
holding
gosh.
his little is it a
And-
skirt? What is that called? Yeah, holding the skirt, running down the stairs. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, Russell Crowe being somebody that you've never seen Russell Crowe play,
Yeah.
especially like that. It makes me happy, especially since if they bring Hercules back in for Thor 5 or whatever, Zeus is going to be part of it, so that means Russell Crowe's back, and I thought he did a very fun take on Zeus.
Yeah. Taika Waititi, it's not looking like he's coming back for the next Thor.
I know he's got Star Wars next.
Yeah.
So he may just be busy.
Okay.
You know.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes because I kind of like the direction that these Thor movies have been.
Oh
gone.
yeah. Yeah. I love the fact that they've been a little more on the humorous side, a little more fun.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that.
All right. So I saw a few other movies this week. I saw Bob's Burgers finally, the movie. The animation looks really solid. Like I really dug it, and the movie was pretty good. It was humorous. Basically like 3 episodes of Bob Burgers all in one, just a continuation.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. What else did I see? Jurassic World Dominion finally.
Okay.
So
that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it myself, but it's like the 4th highest grossing movie this year.
Yeah, but what have we had for competition?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So
meh.
Yeah, which is sad because it was like the end of. They're supposed to wrap it all up, and there's a little bit of nostalgia in there, and it's a pretty movie, but it's just men have to clean up their mess again.
Yeah, in Jurassic
women.
Jurassic World, that whole franchise has been for me a B-list franchise, even from the beginning, because I'm just not a big dinosaur kind of guy.
Yeah. See, I was so young when the first one came out that it was, I don't know, it was pretty magical in the theaters because my sister and I were about the same age as the kids in that movie, and we had a pretty good track record of seeing like really good movies with my mom in theaters.
Yeah.
And then I ruined it by taking her to Ted.
Yeah, that would ruin a lot of things.
But yeah, those are the 2 movies that I've watched. So let's see. Did you watch anything?
As far as movies go, no, I haven't. I've been deep in anime and other TV and things.
All right, so what are we looking forward to? What is coming out?
Next week, we got a couple of things. One that I love this is the Russo brothers have got Gray Man coming out on Netflix this week.
And that's Ryan Gosling, isn't it?
Yep, Ryan Gosling, spy thriller.
I don't like he does the same acting in every movie. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get flamed for that, but he does seem to play the same character in everything.
Maybe to be different. Maybe he'll pull Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good.
That would be cool.
That would be surprising.
But we love the Russo brothers. So,
oh, yeah, definitely.
And one of the things that the Russo brothers said just makes me happy is, and I'm taking out some of the expletives here. Well, I guess we'll keep them in. Keep them in.
All right.
So a quote from one of the Russo brothers: "A thing to remember too is it's an elitist notion to be able to go to the theater. It's very fucking expensive. So this idea that was created, that we hang on to, that the theater is a sacred place, is bullshit, and it rejects the idea of allowing everyone in under the tent."
That's about the most cussing I've ever heard you do.
I know. It's like 2 words. But it's not my words. It's one of the Russo brothers.
He's a potty mouth. You're gonna need to see me.
He was very passionate. He was very obviously very passionate about that. And I happen to be in that camp where theaters are great, but they do exclude people. Yeah. Whether it's because they have kids they got to take care of, or whether it's money or transportation, or there's a lot of reasons that theaters exclude people.
And then like when you get the assigned seats, like this is just my complaint. Yeah. How like people will literally just choose seats right next to strangers. I don't get it. And there was a 12-year-old girl that was playing footsie with me like for the first half of Thor. And then like she was leaning over and stuff, so I'm like completely over
Oh my
on like
God.
halfway on Fallon's chair. So, that was just be
There,
mindful.
there are plenty of reasons not to go to theaters, and
Yeah,
that's definitely one of them. People,
yeah,
other
yeah.
people, and in today's age, my experience at home with my $300 setup,
Yeah.
with speakers and projector, is superior to what I experienced in the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the theater is a bigger screen, but the fact that I can have the experience more like I want it.
Yeah.
I mean, my projector gives me 150 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
So,
no, I love projectors. I would totally have one if
well,
God.
you've got a huge TV, so your experience has
Yeah.
got to be great too.
Yeah, and we don't really have a place for a projector, like a much bigger screen than what we have. So.
Yeah, I think you've got what, an 85-inch TV? Yeah, that's huge. I mean, and when you're sitting, 10 feet away from it, it's probably as big
Yeah.
in your view as the theater screen. So I think what I'm saying is the experience at home with all the modern technology, all the advancements,
It rivals the theaters.
it rivals the theaters.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. And I've spent a little extra money on a surround sound system, so we're catching up and more every day.
yeah.
But once we get our dream home, I'm gonna be building a theater room that'll really rival those theaters.
And we will bring you all even more movie lowdowns.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we kind of went off there. Oh yeah, the Russo brothers, they were talking about a Russo cut of Endgame because a lot of fans have been saying it.
Oh yeah.
And they said everything that was left on the editing room floor was meant to be left there. So like I kind of like how everybody is like they said that you've already got the director's cut
Right.
in the original Endgame. So I kind of like how
Yeah.
these MCU directors are not going haywire on the the Snyder cuts and crap. And
Yeah,
like
Taika Waititi has
Yeah.
basically said he's not interested in the director's cut version.
Yeah. He
It
flat out said that most directors need to be reined in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, did you hear about the Schneider cut?
Oh.
WB did an analysis of kind of like how it came about, and they realized that the majority of the people complaining about needing a Snyder's cut were done by bots.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. Oh man, and I still haven't seen the Snyder cut. I didn't like the first movie enough to watch it again.
I fell asleep after the first act and never finished it.
You didn't?
The Snyder cut.
The Snyder cut.
I watched the movie, but
Yeah.
the Schneider cut after the first act, I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, how long was it? 4 hours?
It was long.
I might have to give it a shot. Like the copy that I got looks all like old. It looks. Was yours widescreen? Because I don't think mine was.
Oh, I don't remember, but I do remember it was long,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say it was bad. Just and in some ways they obviously made improvements.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a long sit through. And yeah. So Schneider cut and all that. I got one more movie coming up.
Okay.
This weekend, and to me, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about it, because Jordan Peele is a genius.
Oh yeah.
And the movie is Nope,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting a lot of good praise. And honestly, I am too scared to watch it, because there are times where you can have an experience that scars you for the rest of your life, and I know Jordan Peele is capable of scarring me.
Yeah.
So
what did he get you on? Was it that Get Out?
No, I don't watch a lot of his movies other than his comedy stuff.
Oh.
Because horror movies are not really my thing. But he's a genius.
Yeah. Have you
So,
seen Keanu, the gangster cat movie?
No.
Dude, that is great.
I have to catch
That's
that.
such a great movie. And I might be jumping the gun here. You want to do news on future releases? You want to move on to that?
That's all I got for movies.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a few things to touch on. August 3rd, you'll be able to stream Lightyear on Disney Plus, so that's coming out actually real quick. They're working on a live-action Lilo and Stitch, which was probably one of my favorite Disney movies. And Adam Scott has joined the cast of Madam Web, which has been delayed. And Adam Scott, I believe, is the stepbrother in Step Brothers. All right, and then Munsters is going straight to Netflix in September. And Rob Zombie just addressed a bunch of rumors this morning on his Facebook page about how fans just make shit up and run with it. So, yeah, he was. It didn't seem like he was very happy. He was like, "This ain't even my call that it went to Netflix. This is a Universal decision."
Oh.
So,
Well, I'm happy that it's coming to Netflix.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
So.
And that's all I got for movies.
I'm probably more likely to watch it with it coming to Netflix than going to the theater.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's got to be a damn good movie to get me into theater.
Yeah. Same with Gray Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably watch it on Netflix, but I probably wouldn't have gone to the theater to see it.
Yeah. I might not watch that on Netflix. I'm not
Well,
a
as
fan
long as one
Gosling.
of us covers it for the people.
Yeah, for the people.
For the people out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I forgot I got to take them for the team.
Sometimes. Well, but we're focused on the geekly stuff. So people are here for the geeky stuff.
That's true.
We are here for the geeky stuff. We'll get it on.
Yeah. And
But
what's
are we-
geeky about Ryan Gosling?
Not a whole lot, I guess. So you probably feel about Ryan Gosling how Sarah feels about Sandra Bullock. So I don't get to watch any Sandra Bullock movies.
Dude, you don't get to watch like Demolition Man once a week?
I got to keep that secret.
Oh
No,
my god.
Yeah, I don't.
The cat's
I don't,
out of the bag, man. You can't put Pandora back in the box. Oh man, Sandra Bullock?
Yeah. She doesn't care for Sandra Bullock.
Oh man.
So yeah, I gotta catch all my Sandra Bullock stuff on the down low.
Yeah.
It's secret.
Well, you let me know. I'll hook you up with Sandy.
That's something Sandra Bullock's probably never heard. She's probably out there going, somebody has to watch my stuff in secret. I'm like American Pie. What?
Yeah, no kidding. Shall we segue into television?
Yeah.
Television.
So we got the Oggies.
Oh yeah, the Oggies. Let's get
Yeah,
on.
we got our
Wait.
Geekly Awards show based off the timeline for the Emmys. TV stuff, and we changed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, the Emmys obviously are not very geek friendly.
Yeah, I know nothing about how the award shows work because I quit watching them a long time ago. So this might be on point, or it might just be completely a train wreck. But I don't care because I feel like all this stuff needs to be recognized.
I went with what I liked as far as, like the categories. I didn't look at it like, oh, let's take a critical look at this and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's adjusting his glasses.
Wait till I put the monocle in.
Uh-oh. Is that the Monopoly guy I see?
Yeah.
Well, you can't wear a monocle without a top hat. That's a rule.
Oh, okay.
That's a rule.
Well, next week I'll get the top hat. Well, we got our first category up here, best live shows.
Yes.
So break it down for me. What were your favorites?
Okay, my favorites, and I've added a few extra ones just in case. They might not be eligible. I don't know. I was
That's
looking
right.
at releases.
We make up our own rules. It's
Okay.
all good.
All right. So What We Do in the Shadows. That's probably my number 1, 2, 3, top 3.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Then we got Moon Knight. I loved Oscar Isaac playing that role. Like I'm everything that I see him in, he just gets more talented, more range on.
Oh yeah,
him
he was
than-
brilliant.
Ozark, definitely. Great crime show on Netflix. Amazing. It just finished up this year. Can't say that I'm happy with the ending, but it's a fitting ending. It's not the ending we wanted, but it was the ending we deserved. I don't know.
Have we been bad? Do we need to be punished?
Yeah. I think we got punished when them canceling Cowboy Bebop, which is another one that I put on my list. Yeah, that was a great. I love that show. I absolutely did. I can't believe that they canceled it, but Netflix has a nice track record of canceling a lot of shows I like. I'm still bitter about the Santa Clarita Diet, and that's 3 years ago.
Good. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Squid Game, which was pretty epic.
And that was actually in the actual Emmy list.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Stranger Things, obviously.
Yeah.
And The Boys. And I added a side note. It should be here, but I didn't know if it was too recent to count. And those are my
season 3 of The Boys. Yeah. It didn't make the cut options. So the only one that we have on our list together is Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my top ones were I loved Loki.
Yeah.
Loki was my favorite of the MCU shows.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah. And then I really enjoyed Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye was pretty good.
So a couple of MCU things made it in there. The Expanse, season 6. It was the final season. I really enjoyed Game of Thrones in space. Yeah, as I like to refer to it. But it definitely stuck the landing a little bit better than Game of Thrones did.
Oh, good. It doesn't seem to be very hard to do.
Well, you got that right. And then, which I'm surprised you didn't have on your list, is The Witcher.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm sorry to Henry Cavill.
It's all right. Henry, I got you covered.
Yeah. And I will have you covered in the future. This is something that just... Yeah, it sounded terrible coming out, but I didn't know how to change it to fix
That's
it.
All right. I'm sure he gets much worse. Do you have like a top?
Top? Dude, I gotta say, I like the visuals. I kind of went back and like scanned through Cowboy Bebop. The visuals and stuff. That was a very pretty show. Like, I just really liked it. So, probably I'll give you a top 3, and we'll say Stranger Things, The Boys, and Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, and if you need any reasons why, blood and gore for The Boys, and just the nostalgia for Stranger Things just brought me back.
The one that hit me the hardest was Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And being a huge Marvel fan, just the kind of, I don't know, just I really thought Loki did a great job of immersing putting you in the show and getting you excited about the stuff, and the weekly turnout and all that stuff was just great for me. I wanted to see more right away.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we would see Kang right away, and the fact that we haven't seen him again yet just disappoints me. Yeah, I want to see more of that story.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
I wonder if they're just gonna wait until season 2 to do anything with him.
It really feels like Phase 4 has just been introducing characters.
Yeah.
Introducing characters,
stagnant in direction, but yeah, just throwing fish in the pond.
Yeah, where they combined very succinctly one storyline for Phase 1, 2, 3. It feels like they're basically starting, 10 different storylines.
Yeah.
And
like there's Phase 4A, 4B, 4C.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think they could all be great, but we just haven't seen the second part of any of those stories.
Yeah, give us direction, man. The old guys are losing interest, and that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for the long haul.
Oh, I am.
But yeah, I would like to see more story.
Yeah,
more story. I think the only ones that have really blended into each other has been What If and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. But we can talk about that when TV shows come around.
So we got Best Animated Show, not counting anime.
Okay, but we are doing an anime section.
I have anime separate, but if you want to wrap them both together, I guess we can.
Let's do Best Animation. We'll keep them separate.
Okay.
All right. You hit me with your list.
All right. So What If, like I was just mentioning, is up there. Star Wars Visions.
Yeah.
My number one for last year, which, since the Emmys run mid-year to mid-year, is there. So you know what that is. It's Arcane.
Yeah. That's top of my list.
Yeah. Hit Monkey.
Yep.
And The Legends of Vox Machina.
Okay, I haven't started that yet. Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Very solid.
Let's see. I've got Arcane, Hit Monkey. I got What If. Big Mouth. Sometimes I feel really dirty watching that show. Sometimes I feel like it's funny getting an adult perspective of a child's perspective on growing up. So, let's see, Castlevania, which I'm not for sure. I feel like it ended kind of at the cutoff for this. What was that, season 4? Which I'm excited for the spinoff on that. Rick and Morty, and Invincible. Invincible was freaking awesome. I love that show. So, so those are my best animations.
Yeah, Arcane is obviously at the top for me.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was just special.
Yeah, it was gorgeously done. But it's an animation studio owned and operated by artists. So when you get rid of the corporate fat cats, look
Oh
what
my
you can
gosh.
accomplish. Holy crap!
Wow,
Who'd have thunk it?
who would have thunk it? Best anime. Mine are My Dress Up Darling,
Yep.
Spy X Family,
Okay.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid,
Mm-hmm.
Restaurant to Another World, which
Okay.
was season 2, and Akebi Sailor Uniform.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to say I only watched one anime. Well, two. I watched Quintessential Quintuplets season 2 and My Dress Up Darling, and there is only one anime on my list, and that
Didn't
is,
you watch Attack on Titans?
yeah. Was that in the run?
Demon Slayer?
I have not watched Demon Slayer.
What?
Yes, I know.
What?
I know. Well, I see. The whole family thing
Yeah,
where we
yeah,
get together and watch
yeah.
crap, and everybody's like not making time
Oh,
for me.
I know.
So I'm about to start throwing elbows and knees. Yeah, if I don't get to watch my Demon Slayer pretty soon, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, My Dress Up Darling's the only one to make it to the list. The Quintessential Quintuplets, they changed way too much.
Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And there was no progress with the relationships at the start of season 2, so I was like, ew.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that with harem anime and the anime stuff, but My Dress Up Darling was my favorite. That gets my top.
Yeah, that was pretty special.
It was special.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like rom-coms, what are you waiting for? Check it out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. My Dress Up Darling, highly recommend. Highly recommend. We got 2 special categories.
Absolutely.
Who do I want to have a beer with?
So I couldn't choose. So I chose 2 people.
Oh, okay. All
Okay.
right.
And I'll give it. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go.
All right. So the first one is obviously going to be Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just because I feel like I had my type of personality and stuff represented when he came in, and that video of him crying at Comic-Con, being thanked for everything he did on the show and stuff, amazing.
Hats off to Eddie. He'd be a good one to have a beer with.
Yeah, and then there was and I gotta say this, there's like opinion piece articles where he had to cancel some
Comic-Con.
Yeah, because of
passport issues.
Yeah, passport issues, and people are making it look like he just didn't care about fans and didn't want to come on these.
Obviously he does.
Yeah, the freaking opinion piece articles, dude. They need to stop, or they need to be reined in a little bit, like director's cuts of movies.
You know what they say about opinions.
Yeah, yep. Everybody has one. They usually stink like a butthole.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just ruined that the way that's supposed to flow out of a mouth.
It's close enough. Yeah. It's close enough.
And my second one is Laszlo Cravensworth from What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, okay.
Because having a beer with a vampire would be awesome.
Yeah. He might have a Bloody Mary, though.
Yeah.
A literal.
Yeah, because in the movie when one of them made a French fry, they was just projectile vomiting blood. Which, by the way, that was it's $5 on Apple TV right now, so that I bought it because the kids love it. We watch it every Halloween. But yeah. Great movie, great show. Everything about that show is great. So, those are my 2. So, who would you have a beer with?
Well, I came to my conclusion by the following method. I was like, okay, first let's go Loki because he's kind of cool, he's kind of fun. And then I was like, oh man, what about Hitmonkey? Have a beer with Hitmonkey.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's not much of a conversationalist. And then I thought, I know who is a conversationalist. Let's have a beer with the Scott Lang head in a jar from What If.
Okay.
But I was like, no, that's not good enough. The ultimate have a beer with is Uatu the Watcher. Because he'll tell you everything. He's got all the stories, and have a beer with him. He'll loosen up. He'll share some of the secrets. So Uatu gets my have a beer with.
I want to change my answer. That would be a good one to have a beer with.
I spent some time thinking of this category.
The Watcher and the Reader.
Yeah, the Watcher and the Reader having a beer together. Sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah. Okay, our second category is which character would you trade places with?
Yeah.
All right, and I've got 2 on this one. You want to go first?
I bet I might even have one of yours, but my top was Gojo
Gojo.
from My Dress Up Darling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
because
not...
Marin is adorable.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that would be a good one. But I'm gonna counter you.
Okay.
Okay. So I have two for this one again, but I'm gonna go with my top one, Rick Sanchez. I would totally trade places with him because Blips and Chips, the arcade, that's super awesome arcade, and Boob World. Yeah, I mean,
Boob World.
yeah, I mean, I've got willpower, but I don't have that much. And it sounds like a fun place. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Rick and Morty is in my mind not a comfortable place to live. You know, it's definitely got a little too much excitement for me.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool.
Yeah. The second person that I would trade places with is player 456 in Squid Game.
Okay.
And just to see how it feels to have that much money. Not you can keep the PTSD. I have enough of that as it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking stressful, man, stressful.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my two answers. Now I kind of wish I would trade places with Gojo too, because Marin is just a peach.
Man. Yeah.
Just a little doll. All right, what are we going into now? Television.
Now the regular TV. Now that the awards are done, we had the wrap up for Miss Marvel.
Yes.
Yep, and so we got to see Carol Danvers, and of course my favorite part was the little intro for the X-Men theme song.
Yeah.
And bringing in the first official mutant, 616 mutant. Because we had Professor Xavier in 838.
Yeah.
So 616, I guess the first one listed as a mutant is going to be Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan.
And she was not a mutant in the comics, was she? She
was. Okay, so this was when Disney did not own Fox.
Right.
Marvel didn't have the rights to Fox stuff. So they were trying to promote the Inhumans.
Right.
Which didn't go very well.
Yeah, you can't replace the mutants.
Yeah, but the writer says the intention from the very beginning was for her to be a mutant.
Okay.
But because of the whole political situation with Marvel and Fox, they were trying to promote her as an Inhuman.
All right.
So in the comics, I don't know if they've retconned it, but she is an Inhuman. But in the MCU, she's going to be one of the first mutants, X-Men, whatever.
Hey, reboot it. Everybody's rebooting everything. Reboot it.
Yeah, reboot it. Yeah, so X-Men, I'm excited to hear any X-Men news. So.
Yeah, I was confused though about like how did they swap places? What happened there? Do you know?
No, I think the jury is still out on what exactly happened. I'm sure we'll find out in the Marvels because that's coming up. So obviously they have it already in the works as far as what's
gonna happen,
where that story leads.
Yeah. All right.
Which is exciting news because that's what we've been missing from Phase 4 is those direct tie-ins. So with Miss Marvel leading directly into the Marvels, the movie, that'd be nice to see.
Oh, and you know how we were talking about how we weren't the target demographic and stuff, and I wasn't really like I was along for the ride and I watched everything, but I wasn't a fan of it. It's definitely not my favorite show, but I do know that it roped in probably a handful of people from my family into the MCU actual TV side of things because all they do is watch the movies,
and it's got the highest rating of all the MCU shows, and it was pretty solid throughout.
Yeah. What? Oh God. Okay, I gotta touch on this real quick.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
I did not watch it because I'm not a big horror thing. Did you check it out?
Dude, every single episode seemed more boring than the
last
my
God.
One. Like, it's like following Wesker's family. I don't know if you know too much, but he's a Umbrella higher up at Umbrella Corporation and stuff. But man, it was just.
It looked a little too CW for me.
It felt a little CW.
Okay.
It felt extra CW. So yeah, I probably won't be watching it. I was impressed with like the big giant caterpillar monster at the beginning, but it quickly just went downhill. And I haven't even finished it, and I probably won't.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks. So I finally found something video game related that I don't like.
Well, it had to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Well, if for some reason you think Rick and Morty is too tame and doesn't get edgy enough,
Yeah.
Farzar is what you're looking for.
Oh, have you watched any of that?
I've watched the first couple episodes, and they are crass and gross, and oh my god, I can't believe some of this animation is legal.
Oh God.
And yeah,
Well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
yeah, definitely not for me. I mean,
Yeah.
if you like lots of penis jokes and beheadings and bloods and whatever else, pushing the envelope, then yeah, go for it.
I'll give
Farzar is your thing.
I'll give it a watch, and we'll touch on it again next week.
I'm a little scarred from Farzar.
Oh man. Oh man. What are we looking forward to?
What I'm probably looking forward to the most, well, I got two things. I think I'm looking forward to them both, but for a different reason. As on July 28th, we have season 3 of Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, yep.
Coming up on HBO, and we've got Neil Patrick Harris.
MPH.
Yeah, July 29th on Netflix. Got a rom-com, Uncoupled.
Oh
yeah,
I always like him.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Neil Patrick Harris. So
yeah. That's our mantra.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna start our own religion where we worship him.
Oh, can't go wrong there.
Yeah, I think all I was looking forward to is Harley Quinn 2, and I can't stress it enough. If you haven't seen the show, it's a cartoon, so be prepared. But it's an amazing cartoon. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see news on future releases. Archer season 13 is coming out next month. We got Black Mirror, a new cast announced, which includes Zazie Beetz, which I believe was Domino in Deadpool 2, Josh Hartnett, in one of my favorite movies that I can't remember the name of right now. It's a very obscure movie. God, what is that called? I don't. I had it and then I lost it. Rungaku, I don't remember.
If you look in the description, we're gonna have lots of other dates if you're wanting further out.
Oh yeah.
But we'll always give you the good week out news and the good weekly geekly.
Yeah.
Geekly weekly.
Aaron Paul and Kate Mara are also going to join the Black Mirror crew.
Nice.
And then the Boys spinoff, at the point of me writing my notes, was going to be called Gen V, but I don't know. It might be old news, it might be new news, it might be official. I have no idea. They've changed the name and referred to the show as so many different things. So
should that be in rumors?
Yeah, maybe. No, well, I know the show's coming out.
Yeah.
I just don't know the name. Yeah, maybe we should do it.
The name would be rumors.
Yeah. That is all I got for TV.
All right, let's move on to some anime. Watched 3 dubs this week. I watched the last of season 3 for Ascendance of a Bookworm. It's got a 4.9 out of 5 on Crunchyroll. Everybody loves it. Might not be your thing because it's a slower kind of anime. There's probably only 2 or 3 action sequences in the entire season.
Okay.
But it is one of the very few isekai that actually does the genre justice.
Oh, okay.
Because she's constantly referring to her previous life, taking knowledge from her Earth, from Air World, and applying it into her world, where the world is very different in culture, very different in actions and stuff. So it definitely, where a lot of the isekai just kind of like forget that it even really existed.
Okay.
This one is constantly referring to it, even in season 3, is making great use of our history to affect their world's history.
That kind of reminds me of Knight's Magic. They did that a little bit in there, kind of like just the way you explain the whole taking stuff from the previous life into the new life.
Yeah, and if the isekai is doing that, I'm for it. But if it just kind of forgets that it's an isekai, then I'm like, why do you even bother? But whatever. So that if you like it a little slower pace, that's definitely something to check out. The dub is finished. Another one, Talk Up Destiny, which is basically music magic kind of action anime. Pretty decent. It's got a 4.6 out of 5 on Crunchyroll. It's wrapped up all the dub, and I would say that it's a great mix of melodrama and action.
Okay.
It's got a pretty good equal amounts of both.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like to have a little bit of mixed genres in there. I like to be on my toes, kept on my toes.
Yeah, so it's got some great action sequences, and the fact that music and magic are part of this is definitely an appeal to it.
Yeah.
Makes it a little different.
Yeah, what was that called again?
Talk Op Destiny.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah, check it out in the notes. I know we'll have that in the description if you're interested in it. And the 4th season of Date Alive wrapped up. It's a harem, and I rewatched the other 3 seasons, and watched season 3 for the first time. Season 1 and 2 is very, very heavy fantasy or fan service comedy.
Okay.
So, but what I was getting back to with something else we mentioned earlier with the harem anime, the jokes get a little stale. You were talking about quintessential quintuplets.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I thought Date Alive was going to take the same path, but in season 3, they got rid of a lot of the comedy. They got rid of a lot of the fan service, and it turned darker and more action oriented.
Huh.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is a turn.
Yeah, it's still a harem,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not a comedy harem anymore. Not as much.
Okay.
It's almost like they throw in the fan service episodes just because they remember their roots.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what we used to be, and it'd be like 1 or 2 episodes out of the entire season instead of like every episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a harem and you haven't seen Date Alive, then it's one to definitely check out. I would put it in the middle ground for harem anime.
Okay. Yeah, might have to check that one out too now.
Yeah, 2 to keep your eye open for Summer 22 that just a couple episodes are out. And these are comedies. So if you want to catch up on some comedy anime, Teppen, Laugh Till You Cry is out. And this is the one where they were not, well, they cut episode 2 and didn't show it because it had a joke about an assassination for a president, and that was the week that the
Shinzo Abe.
Yeah. So episode 2 got cut, but it is a comedy. Another comedy which I thought was hilarious, but the first season didn't get a dub, so I don't know that the second season will.
Okay.
It's called Dropkick My Devil.
Oh.
And it's cute and perverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those anime.
Yeah. So good stuff there.
Okay.
And that's all I got for anime this week.
Yeah, I did not watch any anime. More Trigun. More old stuff. Just I'm feeling the old stuff. It's been a while since I watched it, so that's all I've got. What about video games? What are you playing?
Video games.
The one that I want to cover, I'm still playing kind of the old stuff I was talking about in a few previous episodes. But I did play, and Sarah started playing it, and she stayed up to 3 o'clock twice to play this thing.
Wow.
She loves it, and she's totally enamored with the world, is Chimera Land.
Okay. Oh, that's the...
It's a free-to-play, massive multiplayer. How to describe it? It reminds me for some reason about the old Star Wars Galaxies, because you can go in, you can build your own house, and there's some survival elements, and yeah, so I wouldn't say it's very action-packed. I think there's a PvP aspect to it that you can play if you want to.
Yeah.
But you can, like she does, you can spend all your time gathering materials to build a bigger and better house and hatch eggs and all that kind of stuff.
Is that the one with the character creator that you sent to me? Yeah,
the character creator on that is amazing.
Yeah, it looked beautiful. Like other devs need to take notes on how that looks.
Yeah, the character creator is very in depth, very amazing, very diverse.
Yeah. Anything else that you've been messing around with?
I did play just the normal stuff. What about you?
Well, I haven't played anything. I've been busy kind of doing a honey-do list while the wife's out on work, but Stray is coming out.
Yes.
And I think it came out today.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to do as soon as I leave here, or maybe I'll edit the podcast and then download it or whatever, but I still got a room to paint, so I don't know if I'm going to get around to it.
Yeah, Stray is the very first time we've seen Sony offer a day one exclusive. Xbox came out with a couple of day one exclusives today. They dropped As Dusk Falls. That's a day one exclusive for Xbox Game Pass. And there's a couple other things in the near future that are coming out that I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, Stray looks really good.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it. There was a article on my feed from Kotaku, and they've become pretty bad about their opinion pieces too. So I don't know if I can trust what they're saying, but yeah, everything else that I've seen so far looks pretty positive. But the game's only been out for a little bit, so
yeah. Well, I'm gonna probably start up my PlayStation like I haven't in a month, and I think I'll probably, I'll get it as part of the subscription service and check out a few things.
Well, you'll have to fire up that PlayStation here within the next couple weeks, and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
Fortnite. They're doing a Dragon Ball crossover.
Yeah.
They already got the Capsule Corp on a little table.
All I'm waiting for is the invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just send me the invite, and I'll hop on. But Fortnite's not one of those things I'll play solo. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they're actually doing a special event supposedly for this. It's going to be seven weeks long for the Dragon Ball event.
Okay.
Which 7 Dragon Balls, all that stuff.
I'm here for you, buddy. I will play Fortnite with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I know we got so many people to play with now. It's crazy. Yeah, that's all I've got for what's coming up. So
I mentioned As Dusk Falls, which is an interactive drama and so interactive movie type game.
Okay, yeah.
Which I like those, and that came out for Xbox. On the 20th, which is tomorrow, we have, for all the consoles, an updated version of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Oh.
2. Yeah,
Ooh.
I know. It's been 10 years or so, but that is an amazing game.
Yeah,
if you missed it, definitely try it. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I think it's for everything.
I think I like that better than Diablos.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the Diablos I played.
It.
Yeah.
It's great stuff.
Yeah, I did not know that was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And on the 21st, more Dungeons & Dragons. We've got Torment, Tides of Numerna, and it's going to be on Xbox, PC, cloud, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It might be for PlayStation 2.
You would think it'd be out for PlayStation 5.
Well, yeah. PlayStation also. That's how PlayStation is doing their backwards compatible stuff. They're just going to start releasing things for the PlayStation 2.
I do have a few further out announcements for video games. If you're
you
still got more?
Yeah, there's about 30 things releasing this week, so if you want all of them, just go down to the description. But one other thing I'll mention is the Live Alive. It's been 30 years to get it over to North America. Wow. But it's one of the few Square Enix games that I didn't play because it never came over to North America. So I'll probably be picking that up on the Switch.
Okay.
And a lot of people are saying Game of the Year is coming out next week. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Ah, okay. So that would be the one to pick up if you skipped out on it when it first came out.
Well, Live Alive is coming out on the 22nd. Xenoblade's on the 29th, so just a little week out.
Yeah.
So I might try to squeeze Live Alive in there between, but I doubt I'll get through it all. So it's hard to say. But Xenoblade Chronicles, even the stuff is still expensive. You can buy a digital copy for $30 on the Switch.
Yeah.
But to get a physical copy, it's like 70 or 80.
Yeah, why Nintendo stuff does not go down in price?
A lot of it, no.
Yeah.
Especially this. I mean, so obviously a lot of people love it. They're not putting out enough copies for the price to go down. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a Nintendo problem. You all need to fix it. Reggie's not there anymore. So they don't they don't have an intimidating person. Oh no, the guy that took over for him is named Bowser, isn't he?
Bowser?
Yeah, I think that's I think that's right. Yeah, so that's
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I did forget one other game coming out this week. Mobile game. Probably I've tried Danganronpa before,
Yeah.
but I'm looking for that one that's going to, really grab me. And this one is a board game slash tactical game.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm intrigued. So on the 21st, that hits, and maybe picking that up.
All right. For future announcements that I have, Nintendo has purchased an animation company called Dynamo Pictures, but they're going to rename it to Nintendo Pictures. Makes me wonder what they're going to do with that. New skate game is coming down the pipeline. It's going to be free to play. Going to be PC, old gen, and current gen releases, as well as mobile. We'll have cross-play and cross-progression. So I thought that's kind of nice. I kind of dig that. Let's see. The purchase of Bungie by PlayStation has been closed, and Bungie is now part of the PlayStation family. PlayStation is starting a new rewards program for trophy hunters, it sounds like. So
yeah, I thought that was interesting. I feel like Sony is listening to what I'm commenting on, because I love the Microsoft rewards program so much that it's one of the biggest reasons that I've switched over to Xbox from PlayStation. Is that rewards program is just amazing.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I might follow you over to Xbox, because they just announced today that they're getting Discord voice chat. Yeah. So badass. I love Discord. So.
I mean, honestly, the fact that I can use the rewards program to pick up my monthly subscription just by part of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then the last piece of news I've got is the Sega Genesis Mini 2 is coming out in October. More power and some Sega CD games included. Looks like it might be a Amazon exclusive.
Oh, interesting.
There is a link up on the Facebook page if you guys want to check it out. So I think there's also kind of a game list there too that I posted. So check it out if you'd like to. Sega Genesis Mini 2.
Yeah, and we're going to have a great episode next week because Comic-Con's going on. We're going to be bringing you all kinds of Comic-Con news.
Yeah.
It almost feels like we need like a daily breakdown, but yeah, we're not quite there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, the Facebook page will be going nuts that day. That I'll be throwing updates left and right as soon as I get them. So
yeah, it starts Thursday. Most of it hits Saturday. We'll throw stuff up as we see it on the Facebook page. So definitely check that out.
Heck yeah.
And one of the things that I know they're premiering at Comic-Con that sounds amazing is Hasbro is now going to allow you to 3D scan your face and put it on an action figure. Yeah. How amazing is that?
Oh, yeah. I would make some terrible ones. Oh, my God.
I would make some of you.
Yeah. Well, I would put your face on Howard the Duck. I don't even know.
I'd put your face on Rogue and feel very uncomfortable about it.
Oh, man. Now I kind of want to see what that would look like.
I don't.
I mean, I'm kind of into myself. I'm not quite Buffalo Bill level, but I'm up there. Let's see. You want to move into the other category?
Other geekly things.
Yeah. Okay. I think we kind of broached that. Yeah, other.
All right. Let's see. There are going to be new Monster Hunter plushies, Palamutes and Palicos. I put them up on the Facebook page as well, so check those out if you're into plushies. We got our first look at Ironheart from the Black Panther 2 merchandise.
Yes.
So that's up on Facebook too if you're curious to see how that's going to look. How she's going to look like in her outfit. The Prime Video service is getting a redesign. Thank God. Finally. Hopefully it's not just on like a Fire Stick and they fix their damn apps on pretty much everything else, because that is horrendous. You can't even go through your library of stuff that you bought.
It is a little challenging, yes.
Yeah. And then best news ever. Best news ever. You're gonna get your dessert now because we've all been good. Toys R Us. Toys R Us is going to be coming back in time for Christmas and be inside every single major chain store.
Like Target, Walmart,
Macy's. Yeah, okay. We actually have Macy's.
We have a Macy's. Yeah.
So Christmas time is going to be something special for everybody this year because Toys R Us is coming back.
Nice.
Yeah. And then that's all I've got for other.
Yeah, I didn't pick up any big juicy rumors. I'm just excited about Comic-Con coming up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, Gamers and Geeks. It's going to be a good week.
X-Men 97. Preach it. Share it. Spread the word.
You're just gonna make that happen by sheer force of will.
Oh, I know, dude. I've been trying to focus. I'm doing the Professor X fingers and stuff, and it ain't working. Fingers to the temple. Yeah, because I forget we're not on a video anymore. But yeah, no, I've been trying to will that into existence for a while, so pretty happy. It only took me about 30 years.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
All right, you got any rumors?
No.
The rumor mill.
I have a rumor.
Oh, okay. You have a rumor.
I do. All right, so Anthony Starr, Homelander,
Yeah.
may have been cast as a villain in the MCU. Rumors say anywhere from there were rumors of him earlier as Wolverine, but rumors are saying Dracula in Blade.
I think for a rumor game, I'm going to give that a 6. Slightly more than just like meh. I'm going to give that I'm leaning for it an actual. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's likely.
Okay, so likelihood, I'd probably give it a 6 too. Now, would you like that? Would you like him to play Wolverine or Dracula?
I think I'd rather him play Dracula than Wolverine. You know how I feel about Wolverine.
Yeah.
Somebody actually made the joke about him being in everything for a meme the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how I feel. He's in way too many things. But yeah. Let's see Dracula, because I think especially with Dracula's history with Marvel, it'd be a great character put in there. So
yeah, I just thought of him acting as Homelander. Like if he does that good of a job as Homelander, I think he could play a nasty.
He
Dracula.
is one hell of an actor.
Yeah, he is.
I have to admit, for him playing a villain with such complicated emotions, he does an amazing job.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you're hopefully it's true. I guess we'll find out. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right, gamers and geeks. It's been a wonderful episode 3. Glad you tuned in for it.
Yeah, tune in again. Now we'll know who our followers are.
Yeah.
So you can't hide from us.
You can't hide from us. And we got some special news besides Comic-Con stuff coming up next week, where you can get some OGGR exclusives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want me to plug it?
No, we'll save it for next week. Got to tune in for episode 4.